The fried liver attack is a very, very aggressive opening, so if you're not an aggressive player, feel free to watch this video and enjoy it and learn something hopefully, but you're probably not going to like this opening. A lot of times people who are very passive like to kind of build up in a defense, get into the end game, methodically win a game. I don't really play like that. I like to attack, and win the game early and as fast as I possibly can. But that's not everyone. So with that said, from here you're really going to see two things. If you see the bishop come down to c5, which is very common, the Giocco piano, you can bring your pawn to b4. And I say this only because this is the Evans gambit. I play it very frequently, and it is very aggressive. So if you're already getting ready for the fried liver attack, then if they do play bishop to c5, go ahead and have something in your back pocket if they don't play the two knights defense, which the fried liver attack comes from. But if they don't play bishop to c5 here, then more than likely you will see the knight come to f6. Very common move from black. It's the two knights defense against the Italian game. And from here, here's really where the fried liver attack takes off. White's going to continue with knight to g5, and as you can already see, we're starting to put a lot of pressure on this f7 pawn. As many of you know, the f7 pawn is a key weakness for black, and in the last video we talked about if you play e4, then you're going to have a lot more opportunities to attack this pawn on f7, this square in particular. As you can see here, we already have two of our minor pieces keying down on this f7 square. So black from here more than likely will bring his pawn to d5. This is the main line that you'll see, trying to alleviate some of this pressure, and at the same time he has two defenders against this pawn here, so he's trying to block off this bishop that's eyeing down on this pawn on f7, since we do have an additional defender here with our knight on g5. So from here we're going to take with our pawn. This pawn really does nothing for us in the fried liver attack, so we're just going to go ahead and get rid of it. And the knight's now going to come to d5. Again, he can't bring his queen here because then we would just take his queen, but at the same time he still wants to alleviate some of this pressure against this f7 square, so he needs to take back. And again, we are attacking his knight here on c6. So you're going to see his knight come to d5, and as you can see here, now white has an option that he can choose to do, and that is take on f7, and that's the fried liver attack. And from here, as you can see, that we are attacking not only this queen here on d8, but we're also attacking this rook here on h8. So from here, although I'm not going to say good or bad, black really needs to take this knight on f7 because it's attacking not only this queen but this rook here. So if he doesn't take, then we're going to take one of these pieces. We're going to not only be up this pawn on f7, but we're also going to be up this exchange for either a rook or a queen. And from here, this is where it really gets aggressive, because white's just going to start to throw everything at the king and try to win the game by checkmate early on in the game. Now I do want to let you know I'm going to be going over a lot of the main moves and a few of the variations that you may see, but keep in mind in the fried liver attack there are many different types of games that can be played. So if I don't cover every single game, don't freak out and say, Kevin, you didn't cover such and such, because there's just hundreds and hundreds of different variations. But I will go over some of the main points that you do want to keep in the back of your mind when you do play the fried liver attack. And a lot of the moves are the same over and over, so as long as you know the main moves, then you'll be completely okay.